We are going to see the list of footballers who scored hat-tricks in the European Cup and UEFA Champions League since the establishment of the UEFA Champions League in 1955. Roberto Soldado scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Valencia. Marco Simone scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Milan and Monaco. Andriy Shevchenko scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Milan and Dynamo Kiev. Michael Owen scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Liverpool and Manchester United. Adriano scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Inter Milan. Kylian Mbappe scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for PSG. Roy Makawi scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Deportivo and Bayern Munich. Gabriel Jesus scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Manchester City. Oliver Giroud scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Arsenal and Chelsea. Samuel Eto'o scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Inter Milan and Barcelona. Didier Drogba scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Marseille and Chelsea. Andy Cole scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Manchester United. Sergio Aguero scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Manchester City. Ruud van Nistelrooy scored 2 hat-tricks in the Champions League for PSV and Manchester United. Mario Gomez scored 3 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Bayern Munich. Filippo Inzaghi scored 3 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Milan and Juventus. Luis Adriano scored 3 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Shakhtar Donetsk. Neymar scored 3 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Barcelona and PSG. Karim Benzema scored 4 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Real Madrid. Robert Lewandowski scored 6 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Dortmund, Bayern Munich and Barcelona. Cristiano Ronaldo scored 8 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Real Madrid and Juventus. Messi scored 8 hat-tricks in the Champions League for Barcelona. Thanks for watching.